Hello all and welcome to our group presentation. We will be discussing stress, vulnerability, and resilience from a developmental approach. This article was written by Froukje, and our group members include myself, Kiera Barnes, Maria Montes, Daisy Valdivieso, and Jennifer Santiago. We will begin by discussing main points of the article. Froukje's article emphasizes the importance of looking through a lens at developmental framework in order to better understand the impact that nature, one's genotype, and nurture, one's environment, have on one another. The article discusses various studies that examine the influence of early life experiences in children. All experiences we have during life, including early experiences in utero, will influence the expression of genes and mental health in individuals. The main focus of the studies discussed is to understand, from a developmental approach, how genes in the environment interact to determine developmental outcomes. Social workers can provide support and resources to individuals with mental disorders and help relieve stress. The first topic is biological and environmental factors. The effect of one's genotype development and the level of exposure to the environment. Gene times the environment interaction, or G times E, including the in utero experience, affect the expression of genes as well as socio, emotional, and cognitive development. Genotypes influence the neural and endocrine stress responses and are called plastic, which implies that they can be modulated by environmental influences during life. Environmental influences include demanding stressful events from utero to adulthood. Utero development influences vulnerability for mental disorders later in life. Stress during the utero development causes the release of corticotrophin-releasing hormone, or CRH. This exposure has a negative influence on birth weight and is associated with both impaired feedback regulation of HPA axis and serotonin signaling key brain areas. Maternal stress and diet affect growth of the fetus in utero. Metabolic pathways and susceptibility to disease later in life. Stress reactions can be used to adapt to situations. However, prolonged or severe stress reactions can lead to symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, and can have a negative influence on cognitive functioning. Early development also seems to be associated with a better outcome in socio-emotional development. Stress diathesis model proposes association between early life experiences and health risks later in life. This is determined by neurodevelopmental pathways that produce individual differences in neural and endocrine responses in stress. Some individuals adapt so well that they are considered resilient. And resiliency is influenced by predisposing genetic and biological factors. It is also acquired and developed. For example, emotional and secure attachment to parents and social learning. The next topic is social environment and development. Culture, community, religion, peer group, and extended family are important influences on the interaction between environment and genotype that could lead to vulnerability and resilience. For example, father's education and occupation are strongly correlated with fewer emotional and behavioral problems displayed in children. Social context can influence behavior directly as it influences individual beliefs and norms. Negative spousal conflict resolution, negative discipline methods, and negative life events are associated with emotional and behavioral problems in children. How does this study apply to social work? This article supports the ecosystems theory in social work, which takes into account a person's environment and their transactions with other living systems. The concept of person in environment views people as constantly interacting with the systems around them. Examples of systems include family, friends, school, work, religion, and educational systems. Froukje's article presents research on human development and takes into account the impacts of the environment and social influences. These influences include housing, father's education and job, culture, school, family, etc. The inclusion of the prenatal and in utero environment in this article provides us as social workers with a better understanding of human development. Thank you for your time.